dark secrets from the past lives of royal brides that they don't like to remember. They are understandable. These girls never even dreamed of becoming princesses, so they were in no hurry to limit the audacity of their youth by any conventions. It was only the mad love of the crown's heirs that forced them to move into the royal chambers. So, as with any of us, their past harbors some sometimes unpleasant secrets which one is loath to recall. Curiously enough, the moralists' claims have changed over the years, nevertheless bringing many embarrassing moments and tears to the royal chosen ones. Today we tell you about the most famous and enduring of them, and, of course, their secrets. Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall. This woman's fate is most unfortunate. As young lovers, Camilla Shand and Charles Windsor were not allowed to marry, although the girl was from an aristocratic family. But back in the 70s, the first prince in line for the crown could not afford a girl of dubious reputation. Camilla had had several affairs, and it was assumed that she could not be a virgin after that. She had to arrange her fate differently, marrying Officer Andrew Parker Bowles and having 2 children with him. In 30 years, however, morality has changed, and the widowed prince was allowed to marry a divorced woman, who also had the title of divorcee. After all, for many, the death of the much-loved Princess Diana is directly linked to Charles' affair with Camilla. Whatever the case, the lovers are now together and share the joys and sorrows of life. Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, and Charles's second son Prince Harry has proved to be more firm. Not only did he marry a girl of the acting profession in 2018, but he silenced almost everyone. Although, well, how could everyone? A few days before the wedding, the tabloids were littered with pictures of a semi-nude Meghan Markle. It turned out that hackers from the notorious celeb jihad group had found old photos of the girl, which perhaps she herself had forgotten about. They were vacation shots of the 3 topless beauties, sunbathing from the back. Seems like nothing embarrassing, but still. Remarkably, the British press did not publish the pictures for fear of a row with the royal family. What is still being chalked up to this girl is her first marriage to a producer of Jewish descent, the questionable films and photo shoots in which she was involved, as well as her racial identity and some of her relatives. However, these conversations have remained only on the sidelines of the palaces, while ordinary Britons have already embraced Harry's kind and sincere wife, Leticia, Queen Consort of Spain. She's still the hot girl with a badass temper, who continues to excite the moralists of conservative Spain with her outspoken statements and her colorful and controversial outfits. But another reason to talk about King Philippe VI's sweetheart is her past. A former media personality, known by almost everyone in Southern Europe and Latin America. She is also famous for her romances. So even now, 17 years after her marriage to the crown prince, her exes can sometimes publish scandalous memories. In addition, the royal choice has long been given no peace in connection with her first marriage to a schoolteacher, with whom Leticia was connected with the age of 16 and lived in an unregistered marriage of 10 years. The situation was slightly saved by the fact that this union was not blessed by the church, at least that's what the royal family said. Also, for Catholic subjects, reports that their future queen had had an illegal abortion were a red rag. What's more, Spain also had the privilege of seeing Leticia topless. However, these were not photographs, but the work of a local artist, Waldo Saavedra. His painting Maha is considered one of the best images of the beauty, and the painter himself and a good friend of Leticia claims that he took as a basis only his imagination and publicly available photos of the Queen Sophia, Duchess of Varmland. But the queen among the girls with the most dubious reputation was Sophia Helquist, wife of Prince Carl Philip. How democratically members of the Nordic royal dynasties look at unequal marriages. But the pretender to the heart of the future king of Sweden has broken all records. No need to look for dirt on the girl. Sophia worked as a model for men's magazines for a while, and even became Beauty of the Year in 2004 for her photo shoot with a boa constrictor instead of a bra. The following year she took part in a controversial reality show, filming for an entire season before being caught making out with a well-known adult film actress. In the finale, But with all the track record, the prince's parents had to give up. Because Charles, their only son and heir, threatened to abdicate the throne, however. The described roughness on the reputation of the future princess was the only thing for which she could be blamed. Later she moved to New York, studied business and law, and opened a yoga school. And now she is the mother of 3 crown princes and a patroness of charities. Mette-Marit, Crown Princess of Norway. Today the heir to the Norwegian throne's wife is beloved by her people, whereas there were times when the decision to marry a common waitress was discussed only by the laziest of people. However, the girl was good, but her past. Almost immediately, journalists discovered that Mette-Marit has a son out of wedlock, and a little more digging, they learned that the father was a former drug dealer. In addition, the pretender to the role of the prince's wife visited nightclubs, where you can easily buy soft drugs. All these circumstances have not prevented Prince Haakon, after only a year of acquaintance, to marry his chosen one. The talk slowly quieted down after Mette-Marit's heartfelt tears were shed at the wedding ceremony. Now the couple are raising the next generation of heirs in an exemplary fashion. And what about the illegitimate son? Haakon took care of him. The boy was brought up at the royal court. But after the age of 21 he was free to choose his future life path. Sarah, Duchess of York. Fergie was married to Prince Andrew, son of Elizabeth II, for 10 years, and that was long enough for journalists to dub her a red-headed beast. Sarah, a girl from an ordinary family, was familiar with Andrew since childhood, but hardly dreamed of marrying him. She was sweet and spontaneous, and was loved by her friends for her hilarious antics. So when the 26-year-old was invited to a dinner party at Windsor Castle after the royal horse race, Sarah and Andrew got back together on more than just a love of horses. However, as usual, the morality watchdogs were on the lookout for a denunciation video. Old prom photos show Sarah jumping into the school swimming pool, having forgotten to put on her swimming costume. Write in the comments, what do you think about it?